All right, we're gonna be straight to the point. This is exactly how Connor lost 65 pounds in 8 months. And then after that, once he lost all that weight, he was like, yo, I wanna put on some muscle. So he put on 17 pounds. Here's a picture of him now, and he's lean. He's leaner than ever. He feels better than ever. And yeah, like I said, I've got a huge list of notes right here, front and back. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to do everything to lose weight. Okay, so that is from what to do in the gym, what to do with dieting, how to track your diet, how to make sure you're actually making progress. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a free 6-week program. Literally, it's gonna give you exactly what you need for everything. I'm not selling anything anymore. I used to be a fitness coach. I used to sell programs, but I have a marketing business now. So I have no reason to sell you guys anything. I'm making plenty of money from the marketing business. But yeah, I've helped others too, more than just Connor. I've helped people, men and women, ages anywhere from 17 all the way up to, I think the oldest client that I helped was 70 years old. So if you're a man or woman, this works for you, okay? No matter what your age, no matter what your gender is, this is going to work for you, okay? You just have to follow everything I say in this video, okay? I'm gonna break it down as best as I possibly can. Just a little bit of background on me. I've ran 2 marathons. I've got 2 medals right here, the Flying Pig marathons, all right? 26 miles, by the way, if you don't know what a marathon is. Straight just running. But anyways, enough of me yapping. I just say all of that to make sure you guys know that I actually know what I'm talking about, right? So let's go and get into it. So Connor, before he lost all this weight, before he felt like the freaking man, right? He started at 215 pounds. He had low confidence. He felt horrible, low energy all the time. Even after a full night's of sleep, he would wake up. He would have like no energy. He thought his genetics were the issue. He thought his genetics were just bad, and that's what was holding him back from losing all this weight, right? Also, another thing that he told me is when he was walking out in public, he would always just feel like some kind of insecurity, that people were just watching him all the time. Like his stomach, was bigger at the time. He just didn't feel good, right? Maybe you're in a similar scenario. It's possible to change, all right? That's what we're gonna go over in today's video, how you can get out of that hole. Why previous attempts failed, all right? So before he lost all this weight, he would try to lose weight, right? Before he came to me. So he relied on motivation. A lot of people out there that I've talked to rely on motivation. You think that every day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna be la 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 la. Everything's gonna feel amazing, right? Sorry about my dogs. Everything's gonna feel amazing. It's gonna be super easy. You're gonna feel like working out every day. You're gonna feel like dieting every single day. Wrong. If that's you and you're relying on motivation, just click off this video because this is not for you. You're not gonna succeed. You have to stick to the plan that I'm gonna give you. He didn't track his diet. A lot of you guys out there think that you can just eat healthier, avoid fast food, and not track your diet and still lose weight. You're wrong. You have to track your diet in order to know how many calories you're eating and all the other little things, right? You have to track your calories. That's a mistake he made in the past, not tracking his calories. He didn't have the right information. All right, there's so much information out there on the internet that like a certain diet works, a certain diet doesn't work. Guys, like I said, here in the next couple of sections, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. All right. But yeah, he didn't have the right information. But in this video, like I said, I'm the guy. I'm the guy with all this information. I've helped all these people. Okay. Another thing that made him fail is his limiting belief that his genetics were the issue. All right. You've got to believe that it's possible. You have to know that it's possible. I promise you, every single person that has came to me, almost all of them think their genetics are the issue. I promise you, it's not. I have the worst genetic. Okay, I'm not going to say I have the worst genetics. I've got cystic fibrosis, which is lung issues, asthma, kidney issues, liver issues, and I still ran a marathon. Right. I know that's a little bit different than losing weight. That's a lot different than losing weight. But still, my genetics, the reason I ran the marathons is to prove to people that your genetics, they're not an issue, right? You just have these limiting beliefs. You have to believe and know that it's possible to get out of the hole that you're in, right? All right, now let's go ahead and get into the back page. This is where the juice is, all right? So there's 6 main things. Calories, most important, calories. Protein, working out, all right? Sleep, tracking your progress, and consistency. All right, we're gonna break down each one of these steps. Like I said, there's 6 of them. All right, so we're gonna start with number 1. Like I said, this is probably the most important one, is calories. Like I said, you've gotta be tracking your calories. A big question is, how do you know how many calories you should be eating? So I'm gonna put a link in the description to a website. It's completely free. You plug in like how much you weigh, how much weight you wanna lose, how active you are, etc. It's super easy. It takes 3 minutes, maybe, probably not even that much. It takes like a minute. You just answer a couple questions. It'll tell you about how many calories you should shoot for to lose weight. So that's how many calories you should eat. Just stick to that. The thing is, as you lose weight, you're gonna have to slowly cut your calories back because your body it doesn't require as many calories to like keep it running. Protein is number 2. You're gonna want to shoot for about 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per day, per pound of body weight. So let's say, I'll use easy numbers. Let's say I weigh 200 pounds. I weigh a little bit, I weigh like 190, but let's say I weigh 200 pounds. That means I should shoot for about 160 to 200 grams of protein per day. Make sense? So you can do the math. If you weigh 100 pounds, you should shoot for 80 grams to 100 grams of protein a day. Do the math and stick to it. Protein, it's gonna let you build muscle, and muscle is important for losing weight because the more muscle you put on, the more calories you burned at rest. So if I have a bunch of muscle on me, or even just a little bit more, then I'm gonna be burning calories while literally just sitting here watching Netflix or whatever. Number 3, working out. Now this, you don't even have to go to the gym to lose weight. Connor, when he first got started, he started at 215, then he went down to 165. He didn't even go to the gym during that time period. And then after that, he started getting into the gym because he wanted to put on muscle. But you don't even have to go to the gym. But let's say you do. Let's say you want to put on muscle. I would recommend, if you're just getting started, just go to the gym, whatever you can stay consistent with for a long time. I'm talking months, maybe even years, all right? Typically, I would recommend anywhere between 3 days a week. You can even make progress with 2 days a week. I've trained people in the gym. We've made plenty of progress within just 2 days a week. But I would recommend 3 days a week to 5 days a week. You're in the gym for 45 minutes to an hour. You don't need anything more than that. You're just gonna tire yourself out. You're gonna do unnecessary things. Also, I'm gonna make a little workout program, like I said, at the end, that you can use, that you can follow, so you know exactly what workouts to do. Number 4, sleep. This is super important. You need to rest. Like I said, you don't want to even be in the gym for too long, more than 5 days a week if you're just getting started, because recovery is so important, and sleep being one of those. The reason sleep is so important, you should get anywhere between 7 to 9 hours of sleep, is like as you're cutting weight, like your body's not going to have a whole lot of energy while you're cutting, depending on how much you're cutting, right? And so you need to be able to get sleep. That way you can keep up with like your body, right? Your body still needs energy, it needs rest. So sleep, make sure you're getting plenty of sleep. Number 5, tracking progress. So let's start with, there's a bunch of different things you need to track. Like once again, the program at the end, it's gonna make it super easy on what you need to track. I'm gonna walk you through exactly how to set it up for free. Once again, I'll say it again. So number 1, you need to track your weight, obviously. That's what we're really trying to improve. So every Sunday, you need to track your weight. Maybe step on the scale twice a week at the very most. You don't want to focus too much on the scale because then you're gonna be upset when you haven't lost weight. But at least once a week on Sundays, track your weight. Do it in the morning. Typically, I'll get up in the morning. I'll use the bathroom. I'll pee, poo, whatever you need to do. And then before you eat or drink anything, weigh yourself. All right, in the morning, before you eat or drink anything, and right as you get up. The reason that you do that is because you're gonna get the most accurate weight possible. A lot of people, they will step on the scale at different times of the day. If you weigh yourself in the morning, you're gonna have a completely different weight than when you weigh yourself at night because you've got food in you, and yeah, you just need to be able to control that. That way we can make sure that it's like a science experiment. You wanna control one thing at a time. You want to control as many things as you can. Also, with working out, if you're getting in the gym, you need to track what you're working out. You need to track the weight you're using, the reps you're using, because let's say I'm on bench press. Let's say I'm on bench press, all right? And this is my first week in the gym. I bench press 100 pounds for 10 reps. Next week when I come in, I want to shoot for 12 reps. 100 pounds for 12 reps. You want to slowly increase the weight and the reps that you're doing. Reason is because that's how you get stronger, is by slowly adding weight, slowly adding some reps. I would stick anywhere between 8 to 12 reps and slowly increase the weight, like 5, maybe 10 pounds a week. And then you need to track what you're eating. MyFitnessPal. Okay, I'm gonna put the name on the screen. It's an app that you download on your phone. You track everything that you eat, everything you drink in there. It's super easy to use. That's how you're gonna know how many calories you're taking in and that you're not going above that limit that we talked about earlier. Also, you wanna make sure you're getting in enough protein, carbs, fat. Those aren't as important when it comes to losing weight. So basically, carbs give you energy. Protein builds muscle, and fat helps with hormones, and calories affects your weight, whether you go up or down in weight. So don't overcomplicate it. That's as simple as it gets, right? When it comes to your diet. But make sure you're tracking your diet on MyFitnessPal. Super easy to use. Your first week, maybe 2 weeks of using it, it's going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt. Not too much, but just getting used to it, right? But you have to do it. You have to do it. You have to do it. All right, number 6 is consistency. You can't just go in the gym. You can't just diet for 1 week. You might lose 1 pound, maybe, but most of you guys out there, you're trying to lose 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 50 pounds maybe. And in order to do that, you've got to stay consistent. Connor, he stayed consistent for 10, 12, he stayed consistent for almost a year, like 10 months. He stayed consistent for 10 months, all right? And I'm talking every single day, every single week, he stayed consistent. He tracked his food. He tracked his workouts, got plenty of sleep. You've got to stay consistent, okay? Simple. So that's basically how you do all of those. Like I said, you've just got to implement these things. You can't just watch this video and hope that you're going to lose weight. You've got to be all in, but it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier than it sounds. Literally, it's going to take you 2 weeks of getting used to this stuff, and then you're going to be on a roll. If you can, majority of people that stick with working out in this workout program and tracking their diet for 2 weeks, you're already used to it. Typically those people stick with it for months. Okay, so now, the biggest mistakes that people make when it comes to these things. Like I said, Connor made these mistakes as well. Other people that I've talked to have made these mistakes. Losing weight too fast. Let's say you weigh about 200 pounds. You can comfortably cut about 2 pounds a week, and that's the max. That's the max I recommend for anybody to do, just because it's a lot of discipline. All right, you're gonna be hungry. Depends on how fast you want to do it, right? But typically 1 pound a week, losing 1 pound a week is optimal for everybody. It's very doable. You're able to do it long term. So if you're just getting started on your weight loss journey, start with just trying to lose 1 pound a week, because you need to be able to stick with this for months, maybe even a year, maybe even years. So we've got to stay consistent. Eating healthy, but eating too much. Okay, so you can eat the healthiest. You can eat super healthy. You can meal prep every single meal, eat at home every single meal, eat chicken, eat rice, eat all the boring stuff, and still gain weight. The reason is because you're not tracking your diet. All right, that's why I emphasize you got to track your diet, especially those calories. You've got to track those calories. You've got to eat less calories than you're burning. So it's about calories in, calories out kind of thing. All right, it's like I said, I'm kind of over explaining it, but if you go in the description, you figure out how many, you go to that link, you figure out how many calories you need to eat to lose weight, and then you track it. That's really all you need to know. You just got to do it. Hey, no. Another big mistake, like I said earlier, I brought it up earlier a little bit, is focusing too much on the scale. Do not weigh yourself every single day. You're just going to get stuck in your head and so focused on the scale and like the result rather than actually putting in the work, tracking your diet, getting in the gym, etc. Okay, so don't focus too much on the scale. Another bad thing, giving up after one bad week or one bad weekend. Maybe you overate on a weekend. It was a holiday. Almost every holiday, my clients would gain weight, and that's okay. All right, do not give up. You just got to get right back on it. Maybe you had a bad week. Maybe some things were going on in your personal life, and you just overate. You had a bad week. All right, it happens. It happens. It's okay. Just get back on it. All right. If you fail this week, you've got the opportunity to get on it next week. All right. There's always time, but just get back on it. All right. That's a limiting belief that if you mess up one week, you can't get back on it next week. All right. Also, kind of bringing that up, always saying I'm going to start on Monday. Do not start on Monday. All right. Start tomorrow. Why wouldn't you start tomorrow? Don't you want to get closer to your goals sooner than later? So why would you start on Monday? Maybe, I think you guys get my point, right? I don't need to explain that too much. Now, where's Connor at today? It's kind of hot in this garage, but where's Connor at today? He is at 157 pounds. After he lost a bunch of weight, he started putting on some weight. He wanted to put on some muscle. I think he's planning on doing a bodybuilding show eventually. I don't know when, but it's not planned yet. But dude, this guy, he's a completely different person. He's got crazy confidence when he walks out in public. He's not worried about people looking at his stomach. He's not insecure. He's not scared that people are staring at him and thinking, oh, he looks goofy, he looks fat, this or that, right? I know a lot of you guys out there probably have that. He's got crazy energy. He wakes up, he's ready to go. He's ready to go. Also, he posts himself all the time on Instagram and TikTok. Like literally, if you go to his Instagram story or his TikTok story, he probably has a picture of him like flexing or doing some pull-ups or something. Like, dude is a completely different person. He doesn't avoid photos. He doesn't avoid videos. Like, he's more than happy to put himself out there, which is good, right? He feels good about himself. He doesn't feel like he needs to hide. He doesn't feel insecure anymore. All right, so we're in the office. I'm going to show you the workout program. That way you guys know how to use it. So you'll open it up. Now, I'm on my computer. It'll look a little bit different on your phone, but pretty much it'll be the same thing. You'll need to download Google Sheets. That's the app. And then when you click the link, you'll need to go to File, and then you'll need to click Make a Copy. All right. And then when you first open it up, okay, you'll want to put right here, you'll want to put your goals. All right. So whatever your goal is, lose weight, put on muscle. And then we got week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. I want you to weigh in on Sunday. Every single Sunday, put your weight right here. All right. And then hopefully, if you do everything correctly that I told you guys in the video, you'll lose weight by week 6. Progress pics, you can put those there if you want. That's up to you. Then at the bottom, you want to click on workouts. Now, when you're on your phone, you'll be all the way up here. You'll want to scroll down to week 1. Now, I don't have the weight for you guys in here. You need to put the weight that you're going to use. As you can see, we've got the exercise. So the exercise that you do, the weight that you do. All right. Now on the warm-up ones, you'll want to use less weight than your actual sets. Then I've got the reps for you guys to do. The difficulty. So 10, if you put difficulty 10, that would mean it's like you couldn't get any more reps, even if you tried. 9 is like you could get one more rep maybe. But we've got treadmill down here. Boom. Got all the workouts. So week 1, you'll need to figure out what weights you're using. Then when you go up to week 2, you want to increase the weight just a little bit. Maybe 5 pounds, maybe 10 pounds, depending on how you're feeling. And then with the planks, you'll want to, most people, they start with 10 seconds. So maybe you'll go for 15, maybe 20. And then with treadmill, maybe increase the speed a little bit, maybe decrease the time that you go for the half mile and the mile. But yeah, this is a 4-day workout routine. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday is what I recommend you do. You can do whatever you want, but that typically works best for people. And then, yeah, we've got 6 weeks right here. Over these 6 weeks, you want to slowly increase the weight. And then also one more thing here in the bottom, you click on stretches. There's a link to a YouTube video of mine that I made previously. If I can click on it, boom. And it will take you to, hopefully you won't get an ad, but my 8-minute stretching routine. You can follow it. I'd recommend you stretch ideally once a day. I like to stretch at the either at the end of my workout or right before I go to bed, but whatever you prefer. It just helps make sure you're recovering properly, helps you feel better throughout the day, especially if you sit at a desk. It can help to stretch a lot throughout the day. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. We'll actually go to the kitchen. Okay. So what are some things that you should eat? What are some healthy foods? Grapes, fruit, apple juice is pretty low in calories and it tastes good. Chicken, a lot of chicken, any kind of fruits, vegetables. We got green beans there. Some protein shakes. Ideally, if you could find protein shakes that are low in calories. So these only have 160 calories and they've got 30 grams of protein. There's plenty of protein shakes out there that you can find. Also, we got steak right there. I love steak. And then eggs. Watermelon as well. And then I've got some meal prep stuff. This is a very good brand that you guys can use. They've got a bunch of different kind of chicken, but obviously chicken, it's got a lot of protein in it. It's low in calories. It tastes good. There's multiple different flavors, but you toss it in the microwave for like a few minutes. Super easy to make, super easy to track. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. But yeah, that's it for today's video. It'd mean a lot if you could subscribe, like the video, so you guys, I know that you guys want more. I don't really know what I'm going to do with this channel, but I just want to help people at this point with this channel. Like I said, my marketing business, it's doing well, like to put it that way. So I don't really need money from you guys. So I'm just going to give as much free information as I can to help you guys out there. But like I said, there's a workout program in the description. It's on Google Sheets. Yeah, like go do it, go follow it. Make sure you guys follow everything I said in this video. I'm gonna put a link to my Instagram, link to my Facebook, link to everything in my bio. But yeah, I think that's it. guys, just do this stuff, implement it. Go check out that 6-week workout program. Yeah, I think that's it. Let me know if you guys want more. If you guys like this video, give me some ideas in the comments of like what videos to make. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.